Yo, what is good, internet? My name is JB, and welcome into our week 1 battle for the PBA. This week we are taking on Burning, the coach of the New York Durants. Go ahead and check out their YouTube channel in the description down below. At the time of uploading this, I don't know if they're uploading as well, but even if they're not, go ahead and go show them some love over there. That being said, before we get into the battle, I do want to quickly go over the team that we are bringing, as well as just the matchup overall. So here's a quick little flash of my opponent's team, and then let's go over the roster that we are bringing. Starting off with our Rhyperior, which is going to be rocking leftovers, as well as the electric Tera type, being one of our Tera captains that is allowed to do that and click buttons. And our moves are going to be, of course, Tera Blast, Leaf Storm, Knockoff, and Glare. If you take a look at my opponent's team, he doesn't really have great switch-ins to the coverage of grass and electric, so it just had a phenomenal matchup offensively. Knockoff is just good to click in general, and then Glare is just great for slowing down some of his really fast, really hard hitting offensive threats. If we're able to get a Glare off on a switch, that'd be very, very nice. Next up, we have a Grimmsnarl with black glasses with Prankster, and then we also have Thunderwave, Light Screen, Play Rough, and Sucker Punch for our attacks. The attack investment that we have on this Pokemon allows me to one-hit KO a Spectrier with Sucker Punch if it's max HP, and also Oko's a Chien-Pao with Play Rough. The defense we have allows me to live a Banded Icicle Crash from Chien-Pao. The Spadef allows me to live 2 Life Orb Draining Kisses from the Spectrier, and then the rest is just dumped into HP, and we have a little bit of speed for just random creeps. So if we need to outspeed like one of my opponent's slower mons to hit it with a Play Rough or a Sucker Punch, we can. I guess Sucker Punch wouldn't really matter, but yeah, if we need to hit something with a Play Rough, we can outspeed some of his, random things that might be speed creeping Grimmsnarl just a little bit. Next up, we have a Choice Scarfed Annihilate with Close Combat, Rage Fist, Stone Edge, and U-Turn. It outspeeds a Jolly Chien-Pao. Of course, if he's, Choice Scarfed as well, Chien-Pao, that won't matter. But if he is just, Chien-Pao that is creeping, I believe Greninja is a speed threshold that he needs to hit there. So we are outspeeding a Chien-Pao that is outspeeding a Greninja, if that makes sense. It makes sense for Draft League players out there, but for those of you who may not be Draft League players, you might, not have followed that as easily. And I didn't really follow that as easily either, because I'm not, used to doing these team builder things anymore. But yeah, this Pokemon is basically just here to click some dang buttons and potentially, clean up late game if we get into a situation with his team weakened and Spectrier gone. We can kind of just lock ourselves into close combat. Same thing if Terapagos is gone, we can kind of just lock ourselves into Rage Fist. So next up, we have Greninja with Toxic Spikes, Hydro Pump, Extrasensory, and Taunt, and the item Focus Sash, which will allow me to live any one hit on 1 HP, which is very nice. It only works once though. But the main thing here with Greninja is it's going to be my designated lead, as Toxic Spikes just go absolutely crazy here, as my opponent doesn't have great removal options nor a grounded poison type, so T-Spikes should go a long way in this battle. And then with a combination of Focus Sash and Taunt, we should be able to, at the very least, prevent hazards or setup should my opponent want to lead with a setup threat or a hazard setter. With Focus Sash, we should be able to get up at least 1 layer of Toxic Spikes and get off a Taunt, or even just click a button with Hydro Pump and Extrasensory. Pump just hits everything hard, and then Extrasensory had the best neutral coverage for his team between that, Grass Knot, and Dark Pulse, so that's why we went with Extrasensory. Next up, we have Solgaleo, our first overall pick, with Sunsteel Strike, Psychic Fangs, Earthquake, Morning Sun, and the leftovers item, which will recover a little bit of HP each turn. So the main goal here is it has speed for random Terapagos creeps. It lives 1 hit from a non-choiced Chien-Pao and a non-choice Spectre. So as long as neither one of those Pokemon are, banned or specs, we could take any 1 hit from them, which is very nice because they both hit this Pokemon incredibly hard. But otherwise, this Pokemon hits back incredibly hard with its, dual stabs and Earthquake. And then we have, just the rest dumped into attack. So there's our spread for Solgaleo. And finally, we have Volcanion rocking an Assault Vest with Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Sludge Wave. And it has a little bit of speed in there for just random creeps in general. It's never OHKO'd by a Banded or Shifu or Chien-Pao, and then it is 3-hit KO'd by a Choice Spectrier, and then it also 2-hit KOs Annoying Alchemy and pretty much everything on his team besides Terapagos and Spadef and Polion. We can kind of just run through. So the main idea of this team is to lead off with Greninja, get T-Spikes up, taunt if we need to, break with Rhyperior and Volcanion, and then look to clean up the game with either Choice Scarf Annihilate or Solgaleo in the back, and then Grimmsnarl is there to just make sure we are able to keep Spectrier in check. Should that Pokemon want to get out of hand, we can hopefully prevent that. That is the idea anyway. Let's see if we can actually execute on it. Let's get into the game. All right, what is going on? We are back for the battle, and my opponent has brought the Chien-Pao, Spectrier, Terapagos, Rhyperior, Empoleon, and Talonflame. So we are going to go ahead and stick with our lead Greninja. Get that guy ready to go. And perfectly enough for me, he actually only ended up bringing 1 of his Tera captains, that being Rhyperior, which is ground in water. No Thundurus is nice, and no Urshifu is also very nice. All right, I was a little bit worried about Urshifu. We have quite a few things on our team for, but the main two threats are the top two, obviously. So that being said, I'm ready to go. Once again, go check out my opponent in the description. Don't know if they're uploading, but either way, seems like a nice dude. Recommend y'all go show him some love on their YouTube channel. And let's do this thing for the first time in almost 2 years. JB is playing a draft league game. Wild. Wild. I already kind of hate this because, wow, there's like 17 things like before we could just, go play. Like, come on now. All right, so he's going to lead off with this Spectre. Nope, that's not Spectre. That's Terapagos. Good start. Good start. I know what these new Pokemon are. All right, so I actually have no clue what this thing does. It might come to you as a surprise that I have no clue what any of the new Pokemon do. The idea with Greninja lead was to just click spikes. Now, this thing I know gets a ton of utility. It gets like basically everything. It's a normal type. And it's, its gimmick is like it's the Omni Tera thing or whatever. Stellar or whatever. You can't Tera into the Stellar type, obviously. You can't change into that. But yeah, he gets like pretty much anything. It looks like mostly a special attacker. Does it get like Shell Smash? It does not get Shell Smash despite being a turtle. Bill's Torterra, man. So we're just going to go ahead and click T-Spikes. If I end up needing to taunt and that is a misplay, then so be it. But the idea was to lead up and get my T-Spikes up, and that's what we did. And if that ends up being a misplay, then so be it. He goes for D-Gleam. Perfect. Perfect. We transformed into a Dark type, and that did nothing. So his removal, if we were to... How do I look at his team? Yeah, he doesn't have removal, and everything on his team aside from Talonflame is affected by this and Empoleon. Of course, he could have Boots. How much am I doing with just a raw Hydro Pump to a Terapagos? Is this Stellar? Which one is this? This is Terastal or whatever in the calc. Let's say it's fully offensive. So normally he would be one-shotting me. I don't do anything with Hydro Pump, so I think my best bet is just get up my second layer. Not that the second layer really does much. Technically, one layer of spikes is a little bit better, just because you do get like the consistent chip damage of like 12% rather than you needing it to ramp up. He's gonna go for Earth Power, which will probably kill. Leaves me on 1. That's beautiful. I have Pokesash, and it activated after I already took damage. It didn't, but that is hilarious that I lived on literal 1. But Greninja has done its job. We can click a Hydro Pump. If we hit, we hit. If we don't, who cares? So yeah, he's basically just going to take not very effective damage from everything, I think. Yeah, not very effective damage from everything. But that's okay. Grin is going to go down. It did its job. Got up the T-Spikes, and we are looking very nice. And then Terapagos gets that KO. So from here, I feel like my best course of action is probably just to go into... Could just go Annihilate, honestly. Could go into this guy, start clicking buttons. I want to get my Tera up soon, but he's shown to be a purely special attacking set, so why don't we just go into our guy here and start clicking some buttons. We are Sylvester. We do know he has Earth Power, but I'm not super worried about that. I think I just want to click Steam Eruption and just see what he does. See what his answer to this might be. It might just be switching into Empoleon, which I don't think it's Defog in this generation. If it does, then F me. But I'm like 90% sure that's one of the Pokemon that lost Defog. It did lose Defog. Beautiful, so yeah. I mean, obviously you can go... You know what? The turtle gets Rapid Spin. The turtle gets Rapid Spin. Should have seen that coming. Really should have seen that coming. Oh, and also apparently the super effective thing only works once. So my T-Spikes were useless. Like, completely useless. That's hilarious. I really don't feel like taking a Earth Power, but I also don't have a switch in. So I think the best course of action is just Flamethrower. It hits the most things neutrally. If he wants to save this. I don't think he will. I think he's just going to click Earth Power. I do like that we're 1-for-1 on Steam Eruption burns. That's pretty cool. He's going to go for Tera Starstorm, which is just going to be a normal type attack that does a lot, but we're fine. We're fine. We'll get to pick up our first KO of the season. So anyone who had Volcanion leading the team in KOs, looking pretty good. Your prop bet is looking nice. Dude, I should totally like set up a way to do like sports betting for this. Like set the over-unders for each matchup. That would be so fucking funny. Truly degenerate gambling on Pokemon battles, which, you know what, I probably should have said that because I'm gonna get hate for it if anyone actually cared enough to watch my YouTube channel. People get so mad at me for trying to promote gambling in a kid's game. It's a fucking joke. Jesus. We used to be able to make those. All right, so if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be it's not gonna be Rhyperior here. I mean, I guess it could be because you could go Tera Water. But that gives me free Serp, probably. He's probably just gonna go Spec or Chinpow, though. Invis, that sounds like a Spectre. That is a Spectre. Okay. I really don't want to let this thing get Grim Neighing, so we're just gonna go hard Grimmsnarl. He could sub. If he subs, that's really, really bad. If he does any other number of things, it's not as bad. But Substitute here could be really, really, really awful. So we're just gonna hope he doesn't do it. Bring in good old Snarls Barkley here. Hoping for anything other than a substitute, and we do see anything other than a substitute, thank God. That's gonna hurt like a Dickens. Did 75 damage, so doesn't reveal an item. So if we go to our Grim and we check Spectre, Choice Specs, Shadow Ball, would have done way more, so he's not Specs. All right, noted. I think what I want to do is probably just T-Wave. I'm now realizing that, you know, T-Spikes and T-Wave is a little bit counterproductive because winning the T-Wave this is wild, but you know what, it's fine. We're gonna light screen first. It's gonna be Chinpow here. Hawkeye? That's not Chinpow. That is that guy. Okay, Talonflame. Interesting. I want to T-Wave this. This could be risky. This could be putting myself in potential danger for, obviously, Spectre doing a lot of damage to this guy later. But that other thing did nothing. That Shadow Ball did nothing, so I'm not super worried about Spectre against this. And getting a T-Wave off on this is nice. He defogs. Yeah, this guy had more removal than I thought. I just assumed everything that used to have defog lost defog, but apparently Talonflame is not one of those. I don't switch in well to this, like, at all. We did get the T-Wave off. I need to be Terra'd to deal with this, so I can't let this guy go down. A very bulky Solgaleo should be able to deal with the Talonflame, especially one that has defog. It's probably more of a support set. And I don't think he clicks, I think he clicks a fly move here is what I was going to say. I don't think he clicks, like, Flare Blitz or anything there. We'll get our lefties. Rhyperior didn't really do much. And I think I'm faster. Let's just say this is such a... What the fuck is the OU set these days? Holy shit. Defensive Talonflame? Bruh. Let's just say... How do I do this? I forgot how to do that. All right, paralyzed. Oh yeah, I'm faster. I'm faster if he's jolly. Okay, so he could go hard Chinpow. If he does, he's an insane person. But I'm just gonna click Psychic Things anyway. All right, he stays in. Takes a huge chunk from that. Goes for Willow. Very annoying. Not super pressed by that though, because I'm still gonna do a lot of damage to the stuff I need to do damage to. Aside from maybe Spectre. Like Sunstill is still bopping the fuck out of like Sunstill is still gonna destroy what's it called? Chin Pal. Sun still should kill from here. Let's just say he is this weird old set. Yeah, it should still kill. It's just, I think the best coverage move for his team is the most, but we're just gonna click Psychic Pins to be safe. So Galio gets one. Does kind of suck because he does get a free switch into whatever he wants here, and it's probably gonna be Spectre. If it's Chin Pao, we just stay in and click a button. Because if it's Chin Pao, as long as he's not banded, we live. And let me just confirm that Sunsteel Strike will still one-shot a Chin Pao even if I'm burned. It actually doesn't. Wow. Whatever, it's fine. What am I going to do? Switch into a Chin Pao? Yeah, that's not happening. I guess I could maybe stack Volcanion just to keep HP on this, but I'd rather keep HP on Volcanion simply for the chance to live a Spectre hit, which we know is in specs, actually. Megaton, that's going to be Rhyperior. I fucking love this Pokemon, dude. I'm kind of scared to go hard into this guy. I'm kind of scared to do that. Rhyperior. I do a solid chunk with Sunsteel Strike if he's offensive. And if he's Tera Water, we'll find out right here. I think I do just kind of want to gather information this turn, so we'll just click Sunsteel Strike. He is going to Tera. So it could either be ground or water. It's going to be water. We can see the thing there. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. This is going to do like negative damage. That's fine. We got information out of this turn. That's very nice. That did like literally 1%, bro. What the fuck? All right. I need to switch, but God, it is so hard to switch with my team. I think my best play honestly might be Annihilate. And just get like a Rage Fist stack. Go Annihilate, you turn out, get a Rage Fist stack. I think that might be my best play. And then I can get the other guy in for free. I can get Serpent on the U-turn. Because that's what this game is coming down to. I just need to get Superior in safely. Because I really like where my team is at otherwise. I'm going to bad hair day here. And he is going to EQ. That's going to hurt, but not do a ton. Actually, does kind of do a ton. All right. So we take a look at Annihilate with... Let's just lower my HP. I don't know how to calc Rage Fist. I have no idea how to calc Rage Fist, so... Yeah, that's not good. I think we just U-turn. He stays in. But our Rage Fist will do more damage next time. And then we can just go into this guy. We don't Tera, obviously, because we don't want to make ourselves weak to Earthquake. I kind of want a hard read Glare here. I kind of want to go hard for a Glare here, honestly. I really, really do. He could be Rindo Berry, too. He could be a Grass Resist Berry. That could totally be a thing. So I don't think Glare is that bad of a play either way. Because if we catch Chin Pao on a switch, that'd be nasty, bro. I don't think he'll do it. But I think it's worth the chance. Because there's no way he stays in here. And Glare hits everything except for Spectre. And going hard Spectre would be kind of an insane thing to do. At least in my mind. So I think we do glare. Yeah, let's glare. Anything but Spectre, and this is a great play. Pingu, not the thing. God, I love that Pokemon too. All right, we get our glare off. That's very nice. Do we Tera here? Do we Tera here? We very well could. But if we take a look at Serp and we go to Empoleon, if he is offensive, Ice Beam could chunk the shit out of us, which is why I do kind of want to just go for my Tera so I'm at least neutral to that. So yeah, let's go ahead and Terastallize just so we're neutral to a potential Ice Beam and click Leaf Storm. We'll get our +2 in special attack, and we'll be able to start clicking buttons. This big Leaf Storm is not going to do too much. Yeah, he's very defensive. Flash Cannon, not Ice Beam. That's going to be new. That's going to be resisted even. That's pretty cool. And Tera Electric is now unbelievably free. It's going to be +2, and it's going to hurt like hell. Because his resist was Rhyperior, and that is Terra into water, which means it now is actually going to be weak to Tera Blast. So we just click Tera Blast. It's totally free. +2 Tera Blast coming out. It lived. Wow. That's actually so fucking bad. That is actually so fucking bad. It's unbelievable. Y'all want to see a crazy play? Y'all want to see an insanely stupid play? This is the kind of shit you gotta do to win Draft League games, boys. I think I go into this guy, which is be a better matchup against what he brings out after. And if he clicks Surf again, I get healed. And I don't leave this as a sitting duck for Chinpao, and I have to sacrifice his Chinpao next turn. So we switch here. Hopefully catch another Surf. I think he'll probably click another Surf. If he's smart, he doesn't. Flip there. Even better. Even better, dude. Even better. Give me that. Give me that HP back. So now I get a little bit more health. Obviously, I switch into Rocks. I'm basically where I was before Rocks, but I get a little bit better matchup versus whatever wants to come in after this, and I get to click another button. He has no ground resist. So boom. There we go. What a play. What a play. Volcanion better's looking even happier after that. Okay. I think we probably see Rhyperior here. Which, at this point, I think I just stay in on and click something versus. Maybe try to snag a burn with Steam Eruption. Maybe. Yeah, goes back into it. We know this is super bulky. So, looking at Rhyperior. Let's just say he's... You know he's not a Soul Vest, let's just say he's like max HP. And then if we do... Why the fuck is the Tera list not in alphabetical order? Sludge Wave is the best button here. Honestly, Steam Eruption kind of still does a lot, actually. Steam Eruption kind of still does a very similar amount to Sludge Wave and gives you a better chance at a status effect, so I'm going to click that. Like, that's a lot of damage. I'll take the sack. Really great job from our friend here. Volcanion did a fantastic job. And we lose the Pokemon to Rhyperior. I think we go into this guy. I think we just click Rage Fist. Right? Annihilate. I think we just Rage Fist. Yeah, let's just Rage Fist. That did nothing. Wow. He's rest. Dog, that is so toxic. All right. Well, that sucks. We know rest, stealth rock, EQ. It's probably, oh no, it's this berry. Okay. Chesto. Resto Chesto. That's a throwback. I think we just basically sack. I think basically just sack this guy here. Shout out BG3. That's fine. That's fine. I get another safe switch into Serp after this. And I could even glare again after, which I'm probably leaning towards doing. I am probably leaning towards just clicking another glare with Serp after this. Roar is his last move. Well, thanks for revealing that. Give me Serp. Give me Serp. Grimmsnarl, probably worst case scenario. Honestly, like just about worst case scenario for what could have gotten dragged in there. We just go back into Raphael. Clicks another EQ. So Galio's gonna go down. That Mon did. Got a kill. It did a thing. Rhyperior is proving to be an issue. Okay. But we get Au Contraire back in for free. And Glare is still, I think, my best overall play, probably. He could be a little bit worried about that, though. But it feels so free. He could also just stay in. What does more? I just want to make sure what does more. It is Leaf Storm. It actually does nothing if he's full spit off, by the way. Just want to point that out. I think I might just lose to this Pokemon. Because this actually doesn't do shit. Alright, so it's not full spit F, but I'm dead. Damn, he lived. Bro ate that. Alright. Not a good start to the season, boys. Not a great start to the season. Do we have an out here? We do, and its name is Rage Fist. I just have to... This is still doable, I think, actually. We still have a snowball's chance in hell, I think. It is going to be very, very difficult. We close combat here. Hope that brings in Spectre. And then we can get Grimmsnarl in. This is still doable. It's going to be nearly impossible, but it is technically still possible. Annihilape's going to snag himself a KO. He does go into Spec. That's what we wanted. We go here. And the question is, do I sucker or do I play rough, predicting him to switch? I think he'll probably switch, predicting sucker. So I think I play rough. Journey Kiss does kill me from that range, so it doesn't matter anyway. Spectre is just going to win. It is what it is. It is what it is. We shook off the rust. Not my best performance. Certainly not my best performance. Hopefully it is my worst this season, though. I think we'll get better. I think I really just misplayed by not knowing that Terrapagos got Rapid Spin. I think that was my biggest misplay, was not knowing that and not being more prepared for that. I think that was my biggest thing. Other than that, I think I really kind of misplayed the... I think I just let my team get 2-chipped, basically, by Rhyperior. I should have maybe been a little bit more aggressive trying to get Superior in more often. Like, I don't think I should have done that whole flip turn thing. I think I probably should have just clicked the button and killed Rhyperior. And then just sacked Solgaleo to Chin-Pao after that, and then gone from there. I think that's probably would have been a better course of action. And I got the play right. I got the water attack right. Like, I was correct in my, like, line of thinking, but I still kind of just... It was unnecessary. I should have just killed Rhyperior when I had the chance, because that ended up being the biggest problem on the team, so... Hindsight, yeah, probably should have just killed the Rhyperior, but I didn't. And now Chin-Pao gets to come in and claim its 1-0 victory. He does have Sucker, and we die. So GG's to my opponent. Really fun game. And for, you know, not playing draft in a year and a half, I'm happy losing, you know, only in a 1-0 loss. So I can stomach that. Really fun game. Trying to get back into the swing of things. And I think we, you know, put ourselves on the right track to hopefully, you know, continue to improve throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying this one, and once again, go check out my opponent in the description down below, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so very much for watching. Take it easy.